Hi, my name is Kyle Taylor, and today we will go over the discussion of what is rap music. What is rap? Rap is original poetry that is delivered in both rhyme and rhythm over musical tracks that have already been recorded. Rap music, also known as hip hop music or rap music, developed alongside the hip hop cultural movement. In contrast to the extensively orchestrated and repetitive music already playing in local dance clubs, house parties, and other venues back then in the early 1970s, rap originated as a minimalist street sound. Old school early rap, 1970s to the mid 1980s. Hip hop music culture comes from African American, Afro Caribbean, and Latino inner city communities dreaded by poverty, drugs, and gang violence and other demeaning factors. Some MCs and DJs were actually gang members who used DJing and dancing and MCing to stay out of the streets and be safe. Record labels and film producers seeing this newfound sound began to capitalize on the hip hop culture. They thought it was a good way to bring new investments. Sylvia Robinson of the Sugar Hill Records introduced the first commercially successful hip hop song, Rapper's Delight, in 1978. DJ Kool Herc served the blueprint for the first brand of hip hop music called the B-Beat. Hip hop DJs and MCs outperforming in local house parties, city parks, and neighborhood block parties. Soon enough, this would land in the clubs, and the whole movement just started. The golden era, mid 1980s to the mid 1990s. The term new school rap, which ranged from the pop-oriented comedic style of the Fat Boys, Jailhouse Rap in 1984, and DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Parents Just Don't Understand in 1988, to the rock-oriented sounds of Run DMC, Walk This Way in 1986, was first used by the second generation of rap artists to describe the pop sensibilities of the first commercial generation of rap artists in 1984. Hardcore music was defined by the chaotic sounds of Public Enemy. Songs like It Takes a Nation to Hold Us Back in 1988 and NWA's Straight Outta Compton in 1988. The harsh lyrical content reflected on the deteriorating conditions of their inner city environments as seen like boarded up factories, boarded up buildings, torn down the houses, cocaine addicts on the corners, like drug addicts, the homeless, and the list goes on, and ongoing conflicts with the police. Sliding into the 2000s. Hip hop music was very popular in the 2000s. People like Kanye West's production and lyrics diverted focus away from the gangster rap and introduced a new avenues to rap, including as his middle class upbringing, anti-black racism, corporatism, and his faith, obviously, because he's a very religious rapper now. When it comes to music, the South replaced the East and West as the region where music is made. Places like Miami with their bass music, New Orleans with their Louisiana bounce music, Houston with their chopped up and screwed, and Atlanta with their crunk and trap music are a few epicenters that produced influential genres. As R&B and rap artists react to the tension caused and an increase in police violence, shootings of unarmed black men, women, and children, as well as technological advancements that allowed people to produce for themselves and made it easier. They didn't have to go walk to a studio. They could just sit in their bed at home and create a beat on their laptops, because there's a bunch of free platforms out there where you can make music. And it was easy for like instant sharing through social media where they could promote their music and post their music. Socially conscious rap will enter the mainstream by the 2010s. The violent industry. As we all know, the rap industry can get really dangerous, sometimes deadly. Since rappers use rap as a way to express their feelings and thoughts, we always hear the influential rap, environment detailing rap. Sometimes their feelings of hate towards people and even other well-known rappers will be recorded and released without a thought. This is commonly known as dissing. And sometimes rappers dissing will lead to more violent acts outside of the rap world. To go even further into the violent industry and the act of dissing other rappers, we're gonna bring up a story I think everybody in the country, even probably globally, knows about. Tupac versus Biggie Smalls. Tupac Shakur, hailing from the West Coast, even though he was born in Harlem, New York, which is the East Coast. Emerged on the scene in 1980s and quickly cemented himself as one of the GOATs with songs like Brenda's Got a Baby, Hail Mary, and Keep Your Head Up. Those songs, like Keep Your Head Up, were very important in that time because it talked to the black women who were being degraded. It gave them a sense of, we can do this, don't give up. It was just a very good song for them at that time. The Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, aka Biggie. Christopher Wallace, he was hailing from Brooklyn, New York, and quickly became a household name shortly after Tupac's emergence with songs like Juicy, Hypnotize, Big Papa. Both of their careers were skyrocketing. Tupac's acting career was also skyrocketing with movies like Above the Rim, Poetic Justice. Just as everything was going so well, tragedy struck. On November 30th, 1994, the legendary recording artist Tupac Shakur was attacked and shot in the lobby of Quad Recording Studios in Manhattan. He went into Quad Studios trying to visit his friend Biggie Smalls. While he was in the lobby, he was shot by 3 armed gunmen in camouflage outfits. While being attended by Biggie's camp and himself when he went up to Biggie's floor after he was shot, he quickly came to the assumption that it was planned by Biggie. After serving time in prison, Tupac signed with a West Coast-based label that had a bad boy reputation in Death Row Records. Biggie Smalls was already signed to P. Diddy's East Coast-based label, Bad Boy Records. After the tragedy and the constant dissing, skepticism and hate fueled a nationwide coast battle. Everywhere he went, you heard the term East Coast versus West Coast. This even led to dangerous altercations between people who aren't even involved in this dispute. The 2 rappers ended up being shot and killed, Tupac in '96 and Biggie in '97. Many believe the murders had to do with the coast battle, but the murders still remain unsolved. In conclusion, rap's journey from his humble origins to his current status as a mainstream genre has been marked by innovation, diversity, and resilience, and it has provided a platform for marginalized voices addressing issues of race, identity, inequality, and urban life. Thank you, rap music.